Hi, Dave Snyder here. It is the 10th day of September 2013. Okay, and my last video that I'm getting ready to upload, actually, haven't uploaded it yet, but it will be up before this one, showed the whole North Pole completely hidden, basically, of weather. So you still see a lot, this little section here. See that little triangle right there? There's still got something there. I mean, but this whole area was all hidden last night, and you can see why. In the last video, you see the pattern that I showed you right here where Copernicus. You're seeing that right, the same pattern right here. It's right there. So I can only imagine what it looked like last night. I mean, we can only, because they hide it. That's all we can do is imagine. And if you look on most programs, they won't. Most weather programs will not. They don't show the North or South Pole. The ones that I've used, Wonder Map or whatever it is, they don't show the North or South Pole at all. And this, they never show this either. And, well, I shouldn't say never. They have showed it a few times where this was all white, right? And that's rare. You will almost always see this gray right here over Antarctica. Why is that? You know there's weather there, but it's grayed out every time. And this is not the shape of Antarctica. This gray shape is not the shape of Antarctica, as you'll see when I fade the weather out. That's the shape of Antarctica. What's up with this? What's the gray? What's that? What is that hiding right there? Right? Or are these clouds? This is the gray and the clouds. No, it's not like that. They're hiding something right there, people. I you may think I'm just paranoid, but I know I've been doing this every day for a long time, and I know what they're hiding. I know what they're hiding. Believe me. There's still the circular shape there, still there. This part's starting to fade off a little bit, but it looks more like the surrounding of Kepler more and more. And that other crater, that other crater that I pointed out in my last video right there, it's looking like that area more and more. I'm going to take that area right now. We're going to take that area to the moon. Oh, gotta get it right there. I can see that shape of that crater. That is the shape of that crater right there. I can see it right now. So I'm going to save that. Save image. And just call it, I don't know, Kepler or something. Or, no, can't. It's kind of dark where I'm sitting, so that's whatever. Jeplers, that's fine. I can't see my keyboard very well. Okay, so now we're gonna go to the moon. I gotta turn that one crater off first. Where the hell is it? It's up there. Right here. Okay, so now to the moon. Sometimes it takes a minute, but it doesn't usually take this long. Come on now. There it goes. My alarm's going off. In the background. My intruder alert. Okay, so I'm going to reverse that image, and I'm going to put it. See how Kepler's got this like fish-looking shape around the outside? It looks like a fish, kind of. I'm going to zoom in on this area, and I'm going to hit my overlay button, browse, and I'm going to look up Kepler. Right here, right click it, open with paint, so I can flip it over, flip horizontal, there we go, save it, close it, and then hit open. Okay, so what is it right here? This is it right here. See this area? I'll have to shrink it down just a little. Oh, over here. Turn it just a little. Oh man, it's sliding right up perfectly. Oh boy. What it's going to take. Okay, see this right here? See the curve? And see this? This is the exact shape of that crater right there. Right there. It's just a little off still. There it is. Wrapping right around Kepler with this. Look at this shape, people. See this shape? It's like a fishtail shape. It comes from starts here and then goes this way, and then comes across to connect the two sides, like a fishtail sort of. And right there is the same shape right there. It starts at this crater, comes back and across and back down like this. It's the same thing right there. It is. I mean, it's just the clouds, I know, but I'm telling you, I just did this out of just randomly, and it just happens to fit around both just perfectly. Okay, just happened to fit. Didn't practice that. Didn't pre-do it or anything like that. It just shows exactly what I've been telling you is true. Puts the circle pretty close to being in place there. Probably can make it a little bit better, but it shows. Definitely look at how it wraps around Kepler, just like I said it would, just like the outside of that fish shape. Wraps right around it with this crater right in place, and it's the right shape. Wow. So I was looking in the, well, you see that there's these lines in the ocean floor, something like the continent being pushed over. But that just, I knew it was going to work because it just, I know. I do this every day. I knew that was going to fit. This is running off from that where this stops right here. This area stops. I don't know. I'm just getting kind of burned out on trying to show this to people. But I mean, it's important. Sooner or later, people will get it. Maybe too late, but I mean, well, you can't do nothing about it anyway. But there you go. No problem. Fit right in there. No problem. Where'd it go? Oh, I canceled it. Anyways, back to the Earth. Show you that again. Right here, right here. This is actually a picture I saved from last night. It's not looking like, it doesn't look like that right now. It's a little lighter right now at this moment. But the picture I just showed you was from just right now. The picture I showed you was from right now. Just that little light area. That picture is from last night right there. And it was darker. See that? Or it was, you know, easier to see. The clouds were more substantial. There's the fishtail shape. Right there. So, I don't know. Check it out. You know, if you don't believe me, you can check it out. You just got to put some effort into it. Don't just think you're going to find things right. Well, you can find, if you watch my videos, you'll find things right off the bat. I mean, just put them in the same place and just wait. The weather will show it eventually. The weather will show. But all these round areas, like you see this edge right here, that's an impact. More than likely. Look at that right in the center of that big circle right there. That should be pretty easy to find right there. I mean, what drives the weather to shape itself this way, people? There's something. There's a new moon out right now, so I'm telling you, that has a lot to do with it. What creates these circular shapes that stay here for 10 days? Another one right here. See it right here. Same size as up here. I'm just telling you, you're missing something here in the weather. You're either that, or you're just people that see it are just in denial about it and just don't want to report it or whatever. I don't know what the deal is with that, but it's better. I think it's better to know than. It's always better to know the truth. God damn. Sorry to say that, but look at that. That's the same size circle as you see everywhere on the Earth. In the weather, right here, look at that. Same size circle. I showed you one in one of my last videos over here. Same size circle. The weather shows it all the time. And I've lined them up so many times. I mean, I'm almost getting bored with this. Right here. Below South Africa. South Africa, I pointed out. Schrodinger hitting right here. And it shows Zimbabwe right there clearly. Clearly. There's another one up here that I wanted to point out that I saw last night. Just a wild shape in the weather. Just this area right here. Look at this. What drives weather to do that? You tell me. Another one right here. Boom, look at this big circular shape right here. See how it just... I think Tycho goes here somewhere right here. This line right here and this line right here. I think Tycho goes in there somewhere. Or actually, it looks like Copernicus, the same conical shape right here of Copernicus being right here. This right, yeah, pretty close. You just have to get familiarized with the lunar shapes, and you'll see. Something creates this pattern here too, like I pointed out before. This pattern of the Hawaiian Island chain. Just look at it like this. Look at it. It's like an hourglass right here. See this? You have this going this way, this going this way, this going this way, and this line going this way, right? Something hit right in the middle, right here. Pretty sure I know what that one is. I just kind of discovered that one last night while working on something else, which is what always happens. You work on one thing, and then all of a sudden it starts to take off, and it's a chain reaction. You'll see one thing, and it always fits. It never does not fit, hardly ever. I mean, once you get going, you find one thing that is almost absolute positive, or is absolutely positive. That once you see it, that's what you'll think, and then you go from there. And it just, I know right where this shape is on the ocean floor. This whole area right here is in the south pole of the moon, right here for sure. All this stuff right here is in the picture of the lunar surface at the south pole. And you may think it's crazy, but look at the circular shapes. You know, you can talk about all the little meteors that you think killed the dinosaurs, but you're talking out your ass unless you start looking at this stuff. Look at the big picture. Look at Indonesia. That's a big impact. What else does that? I know I've been told it's been at the North Pole before. Okay, fine. It's been at the North Pole before, which is where most of the impacts take place. I'm sure this has been at the North Pole too, at one time, or the South. Who knows? But that's the big picture shows big impacts right here in the Pacific. All this subduction area right here. Turn on the weather again. This is an impact right here. There's one right here. Just keep your eyes open. That's all I can say. I'm not trying to say you're stupid or anything like that because you don't know or anything. I mean, people just don't know that you're not told. You're told different things, and you're supposed to believe it. But if you look yourself, you'll see there's a whole other story to it. They just think you're better off not knowing. And it all has to do with gold. It all started off with gold. Because you got to imagine, okay, look, if the moon's brought the gold to the Earth, right? Once they got satellite images, that was like a dream come true for them. They were able to spot just about every impact with with the satellite images of Earth. Before that, they probably only knew of a couple places where the moon had hit the Earth, and I'm sure that the rich people were already there mining that shit, getting it out of the ground, diamonds, gold, whatever, oil. But when they got satellite images, it just took off. Then they were able to find every location where the moon had hit the Earth and pretty much figure out the puzzle. But they don't share that with you because there's gold to be found, oil to be found, diamonds, whatever to be found. They're not going to share that with you. And I mean, there's no way they would share that with you. I mean, I've proven it to myself already. And some other people that are doing the same thing, doing the same overlays that I'm doing, are seeing the same things I'm seeing. So I mean, I have no problem. I'm confident in what I see. I'm not an idiot. I know what I'm seeing. Just take a look, people. That's all I can say. I'm gonna end it there. I don't want to make it too long and keep rambling on. All right. Have a good day.